Hey, YouTubers! Raven here.
Starfire.
And we know it's a little late, but we're gonna do it anyways. This is the season finale review for Wynonna Earp.
Well, the last two last two episodes.
Yeah, season finale because it was a 2-hour season finale.
Yeah, so episode 11 and episode 12.
Yes.
11 was Daddy Lessons, 12 was War Paint. So.
Daddy Lessons gave me the heebie-jeebies.
It was a good one.
I mean, not because of, like, whatever, but because of Charlie, and Wynonna was screwing Charlie.
Well, yeah, after, like, Waverly explained all of that to her, she's like, wait, what?
Mama's gonna be so mad at me. And I was like...
Well, she's not there.
Exactly. I was like, Mama's not gonna be here when he dies, so... So, I mean, I think it was kind of obvious once they revealed who it was that he wasn't going to make it.
Yeah. But I still didn't want him to die.
I know. But...
Like, I was still bummed about that.
Mm-hmm. I mean... yeah. I just watched a character that I really care about in Arrow go... Lance. Daddy Lance died.
Yeah, I knew that.
Like...
I knew that even though I haven't seen it.
Well, I've been keeping away from it so I could be surprised by the season. Yeah. So. I knew someone was going to go this season. I did not expect it to be him.
Well, I mean, who else would it be?
I don't know. The evil Laurel.
I don't watch Arrow anymore, so I don't really care what happens.
I don't
to
really, but it was I felt like it because
I've been done with that show since season 4.
You should skip season 4 and half of season 5 and then continue.
I'm not invested anymore.
Yeah, but so I had to watch 2 father figures for our characters die this weekend. That was hard. Okay, one was harder than the other because I really don't care about Charlie. Or, I'm sorry, Julian. Julian.
Yeah.
It was weird to finally find out that the priest guy, Juan Carlo, was actually an angel.
Yeah.
Because he really did not seem like one.
And oh my gosh, Natalie was so freaking funny.
I just came here for a shirt, you effort.
And then when he was saying about, what was it, like some band or whatever, like that made me laugh.
Oh, I love Natalie.
And like, Jeremy's boyfriend didn't know what he was talking about, and like, it was funny.
Right.
And then like, at the end, when Wynonna's like, we're gonna go get her back, and he's like, F yeah! And he like, cocked the gun, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, he was so awesome in those episodes.
Think about it though. The first bits of next season is only gonna be her and Natalie.
What happened to Nicole?
She went back to the house and they weren't there.
Oh, yeah.
No one was there, and it just said like one word on. I don't remember what it said on the stairwell.
Oh, Valdez.
Right.
And she's like, who the hell is Valdez?
I don't know. That's weird as hell. But so they're missing. So the first episode or more is just gonna be her and Natalie.
Yeah. So
I have this image in my head. They're hella just kicking back and wasted.
I mean, we're probably gonna see, like, glimpses of Waverly there in the garden.
Well, yeah.
But in Purgatory, it's just gonna
Doc,
be Wynonna and Natalie.
Yeah. And Doc trying to get to her.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about him right now.
I think, that at the end of all this, he'll be human again.
Yeah.
So. I did kind of see some of this coming. Because we know in this show It's the same as with Once Upon a Time.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful, dearie, because magic always comes with a price.
That's true.
So, we knew that when Waverly brought Julian back from the dead, there would be a price. And then Nicole gets hit. And basically almost dies. And then Julian says, this won't come without a price.
But he saves her anyway.
Yes. And if you look at it this way, him saving her, as we know, cost him his... I'm not going to call it magic, but... Because he's an angel.
Him his healing properties.
It cost him more than his healing properties.
His soul.
It cost him his abilities. Not his soul, his abilities.
Yeah.
He's still an angel. Technically.
Cass was still an angel even when he didn't have that much grace.
Yeah. But technically, I don't think angels have souls. Because a soul is what
whatever
makes...
it's called. Grace, whatever. I don't know. That's what they call it on Supernatural.
Yeah, they have a different essence about them that makes them what they are. But a soul for a human is more like it's what gives us our individuality and our personalities. Whereas angels are just like, oh, this is your job.
Yeah.
Do your job.
Yeah, it cost him his abilities.
Yeah, it cost him basically who he was.
Mm-hmm.
And so then he couldn't do anything when Wynonna needed him to, except for walk out to go, hey, I'm back! And then it's like, nope, you're not.
Yeah.
So him healing her cost him his life.
Mm-hmm.
Which, in turn... See, the way I think about it is the way I just explained it made it seem like what Waverly did caused what happened to Nicole. But in order for how things happened the way they did, I think that her healing him didn't affect the Nicole situation. That it's because even though their lives impact each other, Waverly and Julian's, I don't think their magic certainly. Like, I don't think her magic, her abilities, her whatever, I don't think
her essence.
Yeah. Because she's not particularly an angel, so technically, I guess...
She's half angel.
Yeah, but she still has a soul. And so, I don't know. But anyways, it's different. I think the impact is on the person. And so I'm confused as to what caused, like, if Nicole's accident was an accident or a repercussion. Because if that's true, if it was a repercussion, then the line should have ended with Julian's death. Because there was no abilities, magic, whatever you want to call it, after that point. I mean, except for Waverly killing Bobo. But,
yeah.
Like, that, if anything, should have made up for, because it's returning a soul. Because, like, a life for a life. So technically one of those was already, like, paid for because of his death. But I think that the true repercussion of him healing Nicole wasn't his death. But it was what happened to Waverly. The repercussion is that she has to take his place. Not that he died.
Right.
That's just a side effect. But the repercussion of the magic.
Yeah.
Of that either I think it's the magic she pulled off because she used the ring. She didn't use her innate ability.
Yeah.
So I think that what she did, bringing him back, is what caused her to have to sacrifice herself. Yeah. I do find it odd that Wynonna couldn't get through, but Doc could.
Probably because I don't know.
Because, like, I mean, why couldn't she get through the force field?
Probably because he sucked the venom out of her, so he had some of that, like, in him, and it made him have the ability to be able to get through the force field.
No, because you couldn't get through. The thing was that Bulshar wanted to become more or less human so he could walk through the gates. I'm sorry, Doc's not human. He's dead.
Well, maybe at that point he was immortal. Still.
It doesn't matter because his head should have rolled out of the gate just like the beekeeper. Because he's not human.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, his soul's not pure. So, although it was nice.
Well, neither is Wynonna's.
Well, yeah, but she's human. I think it generally has to be one or the other. I don't know.
Waverly's probably a more pure soul than Wynonna.
Yes, but they're human. And Doc isn't, and he's definitely not a pure soul. He sold his soul, so he has none. Yeah. And he's dead right now, so he really doesn't have a soul. But
I mean, Angel was dead and he had a soul.
He was cursed with it, though.
He still had a soul.
Yeah. Because there was magic involved that gave him a soul.
Yeah.
Magic
he didn't have one for a while, though.
Yeah. But magic gave him a soul. No one did mystical voodoo crap and gave Doc a soul.
His ex-wife bit him and made him a vampire.
Yeah, which killed him.
Yeah.
So he's potentially soulless right now. Because no one sat down in front of a damn book and said, "Ooh, curse Doc with a soul, ooh."
Maybe because, like, he had something to do with, you know, Julian and doing all that stuff, too. Like, he had a hand in, you know, killing him, essentially, because he bit him. I don't know.
Him biting him didn't do anything. But it was interesting to me that that Doc when he gave him his sword from the statue. He said something about, like, hope is not lost for you. Like, you've done this. You couldn't have done this if there wasn't something still left in you, or, you know, to that extent.
It was some profound thing.
Yeah, something that he thought that he'd lost because of vampireness.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't a soul, but
yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean,
well, also Wynonna wasn't the curse was broken.
Yeah.
So she probably didn't have access because she would be the first one to just jump in and save her, and maybe she wasn't supposed to in that moment.
Whether or not she was still the chosen one would not have mattered, because she was technically still the chosen one, because Waverly realized that as an angel she had the power to make Wynonna the chosen one again. Basically, I mean, not to reenact the curse, because an angel can't curse.
Yeah.
An angel can give a gift. And she gave the gift of power of the chosen one, of the sword, Peacemaker. And it's interesting that Peacemaker is a sword now. But she's not going around killing demons anymore.
Yeah.
Well, the demons are gone. But she instead she's going to make her way into a garden, which is full of trees and, bushes. She's going to have to hack her way through.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't do that with a gun.
Yeah.
So it's a smart way to transform the weapon into something useful for next season. She's going to have to learn how to sword fight, which is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there's more than just 2 angels that were supposed to be standing guard. Because I'm sorry, but if they're really bringing in the aspect of God and the garden into this, then... And that the guardians of the garden left, then, God's not stupid or blind. He would have seen that, and he probably would have replaced them.
Yeah.
Because it needs to be guarded at all times.
Well, they're probably almost gonna make it like a supernatural type thing, where when they dealt with that, because didn't they kind of deal with like the garden stuff too?
No, they never went to the garden.
But like, I just mean in the sense of like God and the angels and all that stuff.
They dealt with heaven.
Yeah, but
in their reality, God left.
I know.
So...
And we haven't heard anything about that in Wynonna.
Yeah, but we also haven't met the devil.
No. We have not.
Because the temptation of the snake wasn't the devil. That confuses me. But
I mean,
okay.
if they want to consider Bolshar as the devil because he was the serpent, that's fine by me.
Yeah, but then he would have been more powerful.
Well, he was pretty damn powerful.
Yes, but breaking the curse that he had with Wynonna made him mortal, and that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, but he was still able to kill Julian.
Yeah, he was still...
Even after he broke the curse.
The curse wasn't broken at that point.
Okay.
The curse was broken when Wynonna was charging after him into the woods with the horde of demons behind her, backing her up,
Yeah,
and he broke the curse, and the demons disappeared because there's no curse.
Yeah. It was hilarious when the gang was with her, though.
Right.
And they dressed her up in that old-timey dress.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And then Mercedes.
Right. I love and hate Mercedes.
She's just one of those love-to-hate characters.
Yes. I find her really annoying, but I also don't find her annoying when she's being smart. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That part of it was funny.
Right. See, what I don't understand is why Bolshar wasn't able to touch Wynonna.
Probably because...
I mean, I know that had to do with the curse, but I don't get, like, what aspect of the curse that would be. Because, personally, I think that the curse on Bolshar, because, magic always comes with a price. His price was probably his mortality.
Yeah.
So, which he obviously did not mind one bit. But...
Because he was Sheriff Clooney before.
He was the snake before he was Clooney. And he probably... I think what happened was he probably left the garden around the time that he became Clooney. Like, he left the garden and then became Cluden. So, and then, within that time frame is when he cursed Wyatt.
Mm-hmm.
So, every time I say Wyatt, I still think Charmed Ones. Still think of their son. But, he cursed Wyatt, and so then that stopped him from aging.
Yeah.
But
So maybe because, you know, Wynonna was still the heir, you know, her touching him, because that's almost still like she has the peacemaker even though she doesn't, would be, you know, something that would mess everything up for him.
I don't know. If you guys have any ideas, let us know in the comments. I'd be interested in what you guys think the reason is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I really liked the season finale.
It was really good.
Yes.
I liked it a lot. It's probably my favorite finale of the 3 seasons, actually.
Yes. Completely agree with that.
I mean, I liked the first 2 seasons, but
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that I miss about season 3 is dolls.
Mhm.
But other than that, it was a pretty good season.
It was. It had 2 characters from one of my favorite sci-fi shows.
Of course it did.
Because Jolene was
Lauren and Kevin was Bo.
Yes. So every time I saw Kevin from...
Which is a weird name for a woman, sorry.
Right. But I don't think she was human. So I don't think it really mattered.
But it's still weird.
Right, but then at the same time, she was a girl with the name Bo.
Bo's better than Kevin.
Yeah, but...
When I think of Kevin, I don't think of a woman. I think of a man.
I know. And...
Bo is more universal.
Yeah. So every time I saw her, all I heard was was Lauren or Kenzie from the show they were on, Lost Girl, calling Kevin Bobo.
Oh, Lord.
Because her name was Bo, so it was a nice little lovey nickname.
I mean, I've only seen a little bit of Lost Girl, so.
So they called her Bobo.
Aww.
And so, like, I freaked out. I was like, oh my gosh, Bobo and Bobo were on the same show.
I didn't even make the connection because I haven't seen enough of that show to make a connection.
But yeah. I was really happy. I wish she had more of a story. It was odd seeing her as such a jackass.
I mean, it was just supposed to be the one episode.
I know.
So that's why.
But I want to know more about the people she represented.
Yeah. It almost made me think of like a whole Men of Letters thing.
Mm-hmm. But
because they were
mortal.
watching, like they were observing and watching things that were happening.
Mm-hmm.
So it just like made me think of that.
Yeah. I kind of, like, I did get the feeling that she wasn't mortal.
Yeah, she probably wasn't.
So I kind of get the feeling that she might have been... I hesitate to call her an angel. I hesitate to do that, but still at the same time, it's one of the only things that really makes sense. If she's not mortal. So, yeah. Sorry we went back to last week to last week's episode.
Well, she didn't watch it. I did the review, so.
Yeah. I had to mention Bo being on. I wanna see them bring Kenzie on. Oh my gosh, that would be great. Such an amazing actress. I love her. More than Bo and more than Lauren. I like Kenzie the best. Best actress on the show. In my opinion. But yeah. There's anything else you want to talk about for the season finale?
I don't know. I liked that the Revenants actually helped.
Right.
You know, instead of, like, being against them.
Yeah. That they actually, like, understood what she was saying. Because I find Revenants dumb as a stick. I mean, really.
They're idiots.
They're more than idiots. But, yeah.
Nedley's like the Bobby of Wynonna Earp.
He is.
He's legitimately like that.
Yeah. At least we know that he's not going to be driving in a van and getting shot in the head.
Yeah, I mean, he'll still be a part of it. He's just retired.
Yeah. I was wondering about that, and then, like, he showed up, and I was like, oh my gosh, Nedley's still around!
Yeah.
So I was pretty happy.
I was surprised to see him.
Right. I'm surprised that that it's making it out to seem like he's gonna have a bigger role next season.
Maybe he will.
Because he's not a sheriff, I thought he'd have a lesser of a role, that he'd be, like, a recurring guest, but not a main character.
Right.
And the way they ended it makes it seem like he's going to be a main character for at least the first half of the season.
Yeah. I love that part, though.
Right.
It's like, F yeah.
Yes. But yeah. Like...
I mean, I liked that Julian, you know, gave her the advice that he did and helped her in his short time as Julian.
Yeah.
With Waverly. And it was so cool because, like, Wynonna's like, oh my gosh, he's got wings.
Right. The wings need work.
I thought they looked good.
They did, but they weren't practical.
Why weren't they practical?
Those wings wouldn't have been able to fly. I'm just saying.
I mean, on Supernatural, they always showed them in shadow.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, but that's because you never actually see them in their angel form.
Well, he wasn't in his angel form. Julian.
No. But this is also a different show.
I know.
On a network that's not as good with their effects.
Wait, CW or Sci-Fi?
Sci-Fi.
Sci-Fi should be, because they're a cable network.
I know. But they crank out so many shows that they don't care. On the shows that do amazingly well, like Stargate and freaking hell, I had it in my head.
Warehouse 13.
Yeah. Eureka. And there was another show that I was thinking of, but they do good on those because they have the potential to run for season after season, and they rake in the money.
Yeah.
This show is good and obviously has the potential for season after season because it's done that so far. But they're not raking in viewers.
Right.
I mean, especially if you saw their Comic-Con panel. It was small as hell. So they're not big yet.
Yeah.
So they're not going to waste their money.
Yeah.
I mean, they have more money than they did for season 1.
I mean, I don't usually notice all of the technical CGI, like how bad or good the effects are in something. If I think it looks cool, I'm just going to think it looks cool.
Yeah.
So I didn't pay attention to the fact that his wings were practical or not because he wasn't flying. That wasn't the purpose of him being there. The purpose of him being there was to be there for Waverly.
Yeah.
So it didn't matter whether the wings were practical for him to fly or not because that's not what he was going to be doing.
I mean, he could have used them for a fight, but those kind of the wings that they used to show that he had wings, I don't think they could bend.
I mean, do most?
Wings bend, yes.
Yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. He wasn't going to be flying, so it didn't matter.
Yes, but if he was going to be fighting, like in the upcoming war they were going to face, then wings could have been used as a weapon.
Yeah.
Or he could fly into battle and do that.
But I mean, since his fate was already pretty much predetermined and he saved Nicole, that wasn't going to be happening.
Yeah.
So it just wasn't a necessity, really.
Yeah, but I'm saying that they could have done less of the foreshadowing by giving him crappy as hell wings. Gave him good wings and let us believe that maybe he'd use them for something. Because he's a damn angel.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, I thought they did good with what they had.
They did. It's just, for me, when I saw those wings, I thought of the horrible movie, Maximum Ride, based off of one of my favorite book series, Maximum Ride. And, see, the author was just so obsessed with getting a movie that he went to, like, I think it's a Netflix movie. He went to Netflix and did a movie. The crappiest adaptation, worse than the Vampire Academy movie that went to theaters. Bad. Like, oh my gosh, like, it was horrible.
Yeah.
And the wings looked like the wings on there, and those wings were used for flight. They were bird kids. So when I saw those, I thought immediately of that, and so the wings piss me off more than they would piss off other people because they're not practical. And I think that
But I mean, in the Netflix movie, they were using them to fly.
Yeah.
In this, they weren't. So
I know, but like when you see them firsthand, you know, when you see them at first, when he first shows them, you're not thinking he's not gonna fly because later on he's gonna save Nicole's life. You know, that's not the impression you get. Because you don't see the wings after he saves Nicole. You see the wings only before. So you're thinking, he's gonna do something epic. He's gonna be an angel about things and fix this. You know?
yeah.
Those aren't the wings you use to fix it.
Agree to disagree. Anyway. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it, really.
Yeah,
We've kind of covered each area.
we did, I think.
So,
Oh, we did not say Waverly proposed.
yeah. That's something you would touch on, not me. Because you are more of a Way Hot fan than I am.
Well, I'm a way hot fan because it's way hot.
My point. Exactly.
Every time I see a female cop, I'm like, it's Nicole Hot!
I mean, I'm not against them. I think they're cute. But
Yeah.
I don't freak out over them like she does.
Who said I freak out?
You?
It's because...
Do you need me to go back into the videos and show you?
No. I think the main reason why I do is because the straight relationships aren't working out on any of the shows.
Well, I mean...
And the only ones that end up working, generally, are the gay ones.
Because they make them work. Because that's, you know...
Because if they didn't, then the
Because
LGBTQ
that's the norm now.
plus
Yeah, because
would
that's
go
the norm
after
now.
their ass.
And, I mean, it didn't work in Supergirl, so... But that's for another story.
Yeah. It's probably gonna get with Batgirl anyways. Oh, I'm sorry, Batwoman, not Batgirl. But yeah. speaking of which, very shortly we will have those reviews to do.
Yeah, The Flash is next Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Outpost season finale is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's good. Probably gonna end on a cliffhanger, which is gonna suck if it doesn't get another season.
Yeah.
But anyway, that you have to look forward to tomorrow night, and then the following Tuesday is The Flash and Black Lightning, and then
after that,
Supernatural is Thursday, the October 11th, and then Supergirl is Sunday, October 14th.
With the premiere of Charmed.
Yeah.
And you'll get at least the first episode for Charmed.
If that.
We'll at least do that. Come on.
I don't even know how many people will watch it, honestly.
I don't. We said we would, so we'll do it. But if it's not even, like, in the slightest bit good, we're not even going to attempt a second episode.
I'm not going to continue watching that or invest my time in it if it's not.
Right.
I watch enough shows. I don't need to invest myself in something that's crappy.
Mm-hmm. We already have a good version, so.
And, I mean, we're already going to be doing, like, 4 shows, so adding an extra one on is going to be even more hectic.
And if you guys are fans from the very beginning when I started this channel, then you guys remember the Avatar stuff I was posting. Avatar Last Airbender. I have some news about that. Whereas I heard they were rebooting it, the original writers and the original music track guy, I forgot what they're called, the musician for the tracks and everything, they're coming back.
Music producer?
Yeah, sure. I don't know. I'm not all here right now.
Just basically say the same crew and writers that did the original are coming back.
Just not the animators, because
just make it
in their words
simple.
They're going to use people that are ethnically correct for the role.
Good. It's about bloody freaking time.
Right. And
I mean, I don't watch
the show. It's going to be a TV series on Netflix.
The other one wasn't a TV series?
M. Night Shyamalan himself did a freaking movie.
The animated one wasn't a TV series?
It was. M. Night Shyamalan freak himself.
Okay.
Did a movie that was bull. It was the worst adaptation of anything ever. They whitewashed the whole thing. And they gutted an entire character. What made him a character was his humor. They gutted it and made him serious as hell, and that was stupid. And I'm sorry, but his name is Aang, not Ong. Which, don't ever. It's Aang. He's the hero, get his damn name right. But, so they basically took shots at M. Night for effing up their entire vision for the whole concept. And said, we're doing it our own way, and Netflix is going to fund us. So, it's going to be a TV series on Netflix. Netflix original. They're going to be behind it. It is going to be a kind of reboot, yes. But they'll be doing it with real people, so it's going to be live action. And they're going to delve more into the character development. We get to learn more about the characters and world building. More world building, which is going to be awesome. And if it goes well, then we're going to get Korra, which would be amazing. And,
is that by the same people?
Yeah.
Korra?
Yeah. And each season, because of how many episodes Netflix usually does for their TV shows, each season from the animated show will probably be split into 2 seasons for Netflix.
Yeah.
So we're looking at like 6 seasons.
They do about
10-ish.
Like 7 to 10 episodes of a season.
So we'll get more.
Some are 7, some are 10, some are 12.
Right.
It depends.
So we'll probably get more into Zuko's life and his life as a royal and
I mean,
his
Daredevil
sisters
and like those shows that are Netflix shows, those are usually about 13 episodes. So
Yeah.
I mean, it'll probably be about that length.
So when that does come, because it's coming, depending on
Is there
what
a
we're
release
doing.
date yet?
No. I think they're working on.
Have they already started casting, or is it just
I
in
think
production?
I think they're working on the casting.
So it's just in production right now.
Yeah. So when that does come, I know it's a long ways off, but depending on what's going on with the rest of the channel, I might look into doing something for it because it's the thing that started.
For you, yeah.
Yeah.
For us, it was Once Upon a Time in Supernatural.
Yes. But it's the thing that got me started doing YouTube.
Yeah.
So it's the thing that started this channel. So I might look into doing that. But if you guys hear any news on that and have your opinions, let us know in the comments below.
Yeah. So, I mean, tomorrow's Outpost, and then the following week, everything is going to come back. So.
And Doctor Who starts this weekend, too.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, on Sunday, Doctor Who.
Are you going to review it or no?
No.
Okay.
I'm just announcing it for the world.
Okay.
Because I'm happy.
You don't need to go into a long rant about Doctor Who like you did last time.
I won't. I won't.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah. Tomorrow is the Outpost finale, and then the following week is Flash, Black Lightning, and Supernatural, and then Sunday is Supergirl and Charmed.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 22nd is Legends. So you're going to be looking at, like, what, 4 to 5 reviews each week, if we can do
back
it.
Back to 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 back.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'll probably start up Supernatural again, because I watch that. I know you're not as into it anymore, but I still watch it. So
I still watch it. I just wait like till halfway through the season to start.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you don't do the rest of them aside from the premiere with me, I'll do them myself. But, yeah, so.
So, yeah, that's a lot of shows, a lot of content that we'll be providing you coming soon, starting next week.
Well, yeah, starting next week. We still have one thing to do tomorrow.
Well, yeah, but for the fall shows, everything of all the new content we're bringing you starts next week.
Yeah.
So.
Pretty much. And this is the end of the season for Wynonna, so you're not going to be seeing Wynonna again until whatever season 4 is. Which is probably going to be sometime next year.
Next summer.
Yeah. Or next fall, depending.
So, I guess at least for this season, keep sending those revenants back to hell.
And save Waverly!
Not that they exist anymore.
Save Waverly from the garden.
Yes.
We're going to have to come up with a new thing.
We are.